Hello, welcome back to another Jollymun Podcast, episode 19 with Alfie Carter. Today, we're going to have a great time. It's beautifully sunny outside. I got up at 7:20, went for a walk. By 8 o'clock, I was walking with a friend secretly, but we stayed far apart from each other, so I'm feeling morally, good. One guy was a bit snarky. We were walking past him. We weren't. I don't think I touched him the whole walk. We were at least, 2 feet apart. I know that's less than 6 feet, but we were 2 feet apart. Anyway, this runner, he's running towards us. It's like a really wide path. Me and my friend are to one side. Anyway, he runs in his running part. He's got like a little scarf around his neck. He's got his little AirPods in. He's bald. There he goes, "Oi, ass." It's like, at first you don't really notice it. Maybe us, he's just kind of like, oh, I don't know. Maybe he's got a rock in his shoe. Maybe he's on the phone. I can't see the phone. And he was like, what did he say? Something like, "Oh, to me, like, oh, separate, yeah." Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry. He didn't actually say anything, but I was just kind of surprised, taken aback. But he's right, of course. I just think, he ran pretty close to us. The issue that I have with this thing, because like it happened to me on the bridge before, is that if you feel like you're doing something for the greater good, if your intention is to benefit the people involved and yourself, you would, from a distance, you would say, "Hello, I think you two should spread out, and I'm going to run here. Maybe you should walk a bit further away from each other and me." Because anyway, he ran towards us pretty much. The guy basically went straight past me, within very close, like you would normally. And it's just kind of like, if you had good intentions, you just say it politely. So yeah, I just think people as soon as they get the chance to put you down and be in like a powerful position, they seem to jump at it. It's quite sad. You've got to take control of your own life. And the moment, because if any upper hand you get, you use it to push other people down, you're not going to go anywhere. If you're constantly pushing other people down, you should pull yourself up. Anyway, really weak philosophy there. But yeah, other than that, it's been great. I'm sweating. I did a little workout just now, trying to get fit, trying to get strong for when all this falls away. Trying to be in shape. I think this summer is going to be absolutely bonkers. I think it's going to be so much fun. Everyone's just going to be so glad to see each other, and maybe for once people will be able to forget the pettiness which is social difficulties. And they'll realise, hey, you know what, we're actually all people. We've only got one life. We might as well be positive. Show a bit of compassion. I think it's really important. Not that I do it very often. Of course, that's the problem. It's all good. The thing about, sure, I'm working out a little bit, but I keep saying, all these, I'm only to word celebrities, all the people who are known by a tiny segment of the population, but a tiny segment larger than most people. Everyone's suddenly a yoga guru, and why are all these celebrities just doing these sudden, they've got to demonstrate that they do yoga at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's I don't really care. It was Joe Wicks, he's like a chef or something, right? You see him on YouTube adverts, he's like, "I'm Joe Wicks, and here's my asparagus rice bowl." And you're like, okay, dude's making some asparagus rice bowl. I don't really know why it's being telegraphed to me. I'm watching a gaming video. Maybe the asparagus community has got an agenda. Anyway, so this guy's got long curly hair, long frizzy brown hair. He's a handsome guy. He's basically Russell Brand with a spatula. Dude, now you're a yoga enthusiast, are you going to tell me about your wife and kids and how you'll express yourselves? So, okay, buddy. Because one day, dude, your hair's going to fall out. Your asparagus is going to go mouldy, and you're going to be looking at your plate of dried rice thinking, man, I really should have, what should he do? Maybe that's the problem. He's futile. It's utterly futile. That's it. There's nothing he can do. He's going to grow old. No, asparagus aren't going to be in fashion forever. That's it. I've realised it. That's what it is. I've been watching a lot of podcasts as well, and you see people. So every now and then, a so-called comedian, depends on how you want to look at it, will say something that's really silly, like make some comment, and it's just harsh and it's just not very funny. And anyway, all the comedians on each other's podcasts still they're all sitting around talking about this guy, because this is an actually American-based thing, all the people I'm talking about. And because they're so all fragile, because they all want to protect their status in the entertainment industry, they all, I'll say the comedian's name. No, actually, we'll make one up. How about what name could we go for? Could do something simple. We could try and be funny. We could always be trying to be funny. That's quite a fun one. Rupert. So they all go, hey, look, this is okay. Barry. I love Rupert. We all love Rupert. Rupert's great. Like we've all been with Rupert for a long time. We know what he's like, but we love Rupert. Rupert's a very nice guy. Rupert's great. And then they go and talk shit about Rupert for the next 10 minutes. Poor guy. I mean, not poor guy. He's done something wrong, but I mean, I don't understand this fakeness. You don't all love. There's no way you love him. You probably don't even contact him. He doesn't contact you. You're all just lying. They do it all the time. I find it. They don't like it. But luckily, if I do anything in entertainment, it's going to be in the UK. I mean, I would actually, a big dream of mine would be to one day perform in America. But you need to get a work visa, and it's quite difficult apparently. As a comedian, it's quite expensive. But hey, maybe I'll make it work, because a lot of my idols and people, I was born into stand-up comedy was first made apparent to me by the American scene. Made apparent to me in a meaningful way. I'd seen it in the UK, but I liked it. But in America, my Bill Burr, the first comedian that I kind of connected with. But yeah, a bit of backstory there. Yeah, I was about to tell people what I've been doing, but I mean, I'm uploading more podcasts, I suppose. I'm just really trying to challenge myself to do them as regularly as possible, because it's a good skill. And yesterday I had a real shenanigans. Oh my god! So I had to go to Tesco's and do a bit of shopping. I had to buy coffee, tomato passata, and chopped tomatoes for kind of things you put in bolognese, or if you want to make a chili con carne. Bit of backstreet food knowledge there. Yeah. So anyway, I done the shopping the day before. So now we're talking 2 days ago, 1+1, and I used my mum's card. Done, no problems. I left the card on the side. Cool. Then they go leave yesterday. I take a card from the side. Off I go to Tesco's. I'm in line. I'm doing got all the shopping. Put the card in. Put the number, and then I kept getting it wrong. I kept getting the number wrong. I was like, oh, have I really forgotten this? I do maths. My number memories. I'm good at remembering numbers. I'd written it on my hand. In the past, I'd seen it. I could see it in my head. I've got quite photographic memory. It wasn't working. I was like, oh fuck. So I've got all my shopping there, and also this is the same. It's the same woman behind the till who'd been there a day before. Where there's this. You remember my problems with the digestive biscuits? I think that was on the last podcast, maybe the one before. She's the same. It's the same till somehow. I mean, probability of that is rather low. Probably what is it? 1/5 times 1/5, so it's 5 tills. 1/25. It happened. 0.04, 4%. I mean, Einstein said God doesn't roll dice, but apparently Tesco Lord does. I was like, oh man, oh dear. So there I am. She's already. I don't know if she remembers me from yesterday. It's probably just a narcissistic thing where I think people actually know who the fuck I am. Unlikely, I'm just not some scrawny white kid who's trying to buy some coffee. And yeah, it was. I had to go home. I had to get money. I had to go back. Then they. Oh my god! I left my shopping by the till like you do, and they say, oh yeah, just leave it over there. Come back, you'll pay for it. They put it away while I was gone. I was only gone for about 20 minutes. Went home, came back. They put the shopping away. I'm like, fuck's sake. Okay, well, to be honest, this is. Oh, the problem is that the card had changed. It was a different card. My mum had taken the old card, put a new one back. So I've been putting the pin in for the other card, and now this card was a different pin. Oh, wow. At least I wasn't angry at my mum. I wasn't angry at myself. I wasn't angry at the woman at Tesco's. No one's fault. It was just one of those things where something happens and you don't notice. Like what's happening right now. Someone up there in the powerful people, someone just left their card on the side. Someone fucked up. Something's gone wrong, and now loads of people are suffering. Not necessarily coronavirus, maybe just global poverty. Yeah, so I go back, I put all the shopping away, I bring cash because I just don't want to look at a plastic card that represents money anymore. I put all the shopping in my basket, goes to a till. Anyway, they move me to a different till, so I'm kind of happy. And I'm like, okay, Alfie, let's repair your relationships with Tesco employees, because you might be working here this year. So I say hello, smiling. She's got a mask on. She's smiling. Well, I assume she's smiley. Actually, her voice had a positive tone. It's going great, and we're having fun. Anyway, then she hands me one of the products that she's just scanned. I've realised this bottle is rather light, and I zoom in with my eyes and I see that the seal has been broken. So I say, hey woman, no problem is here, but there is a problem actually. The seal is broken. I'll leave it with you. I'll quickly go and get another bottle. She says, that's fine. I get the bottle. I come back, and she goes, I say, well, what? Why do people do that? She goes, yes, strange. I mean, they just drank it. I don't know what they're doing. And I go, yeah, it doesn't even taste nice. Anyway, she was already busy scanning items. Didn't really listen to my little quip. And packed it up. Came home. Done. Swick. I picked up 2 books yesterday from a friend's father and mother. Actually, what was the other one? So I've got now Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. Haven't started reading it yet. And a Charles Bukowski short stories. So very excited to read those. Currently, if anyone is interested, I am reading Bob Dylan's Chronicles. I'm not going to call it an autobiography because I don't feel like it represents what the content of the book all that well to say that. And Marcus Aurelius Meditations. I read that read that book 2 pages at a time because it's quite intense and it's really nice to kind of drip feed it into your system. It's all aphorisms. It's just like little quotes, little paragraphs of stoicism. Next, I'm planning on reading. What should I go for next? I might actually read this Siddhartha one. Definitely the Charles Bukowski short. No, I'll go Siddhartha. Because I love short stories. I read these Japanese romantic short stories. Wow, they're really beautiful. The author used a lot of natural imagery, which I wasn't really used to, in kind of more Western literature. God, it sounds so pretentious. Look, basically, he talks about plants. Normally, we talk about feelings, but they talk about feelings as plants. It's quite cool. I like it as well. I like doing it as well whenever I do stuff. Okay. See if I can rustle up a little quote to say or something. Nah. Got my analysis. I went to see Paul Fitzs stand-up secret show, which he does for his close fans. Basically, my podcast is the equivalent of all my closest fans. I think Iris listens to this. One of my best fans, people I know who support me, which is always the best thing. What he does, he never starts his shows. He just talks to people in the crowd, and then he kind of slowly talks to the crowd, and he slowly brings other people in. Maybe he's having a conversation with 2 or 3 people. Gradually, he taps people on the back, getting more people in the conversation. Suddenly, you've got a room of 40 where there's 8 in the conversation, and it slowly eases out into the crowd. It's fucking incredible. Honestly, like, very remarkable stuff. You learn a lot from that kind of thing. I took notes because he wanted me. Well, I said, "Hey, Paul, can I?" It was like he's a comedian that I know, and if I say hi, I'll be wondering about how this works in stand up. He'll give me advice, and he was doing a secret show, and I said, please can I come and take notes? He said yes, and I learned a huge amount. We get in there, baby. We get in there. I promise. As soon as this quarantine is timed up, as soon as the what's it called, hourglass, but instead of sand, there's people coughing. People coughing in the top, and then the bottom is people not coughing, and the little center point is death. And once that's all, everyone's at the bottom, then I shall start telling jokes again to an audience, people I don't know, and hoping that they smile. I really can't wait. Anyway, this podcast, I'm really getting into my the swing of it with podcast now. I'm really loving it. So yeah, hope you're all right, and have a very relaxing next few weeks. I love you all. Goodbye.